Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this. The College Football Playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the run, it's Cross. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run lick is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Single back takes the handoff. And it'll be Smoother right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you got a 4th down.
Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's an out route, the catch made, and a broken tackle will earn him 1st down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient, playing smart at the position, and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Handoff heading left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. He's moving out of the pocket now. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up in this 3rd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Some hard running there through a tackle. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. The Hokies line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark it right at the 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Launches downfield. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Lets it fly to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They've been stopped in their first 2 4th down attempts. Here comes number 3. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He breaks free, trying to extend the play. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And they've got the returner corralled. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Gets some space around the 30. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. Made the defense look slow that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the 2nd half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hokies. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Rifles this football to the left. And that falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is a different.
On the junior gets home making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down. Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Back's got it again. Finds room at the 30. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Touchdown, Bama. They will claim the second half lead. Mark, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Breaks free. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Here's the 2nd down play.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The Hokies pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running with purpose. Nothing but green grass ahead. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Now to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you don't play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Direct snap to the back. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Tide. Just ran away from the defense.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Catch made on the right side. They'll make it into the end zone. That conversion will give them a 1-point lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave, and that decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score Alabama 29, Virginia Tech 28.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Get set. Florida. Terrier.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the catch downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Tight end makes the grab. He runs it in for the two-point conversion. That's important. Now a two-score game to lead at 9. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Snags a quick throw. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Eludes the rush. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game.
Well, there's so many choices here for this quarterback on this option call. That's why it's such a good call on the two-point try. Here, I thought he might run it in. Instead, the defense takes him away. No problem. Pitch it out. Let the back take it in.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Defense is coming after him. Good throw to the left. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Hokies will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the two-point conversion is good, cutting the lead down to 9.
No issue here. Quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 17 set to kick this one away.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
We go with a direct snap. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up a critical third down play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Hands off to the left. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. They'll run it here. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right?
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. So second down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Offense made in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that. This football game was still in doubt.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Escapes the sack. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He missed it. The deficit still at 9 after the miss. A 2-possession game.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.